Good evening, all. So I'm cooking late today. Someone asked me to do a cabbage tutorial, how I do my cabbage. So here goes. Basically, this is about a half of cabbage because my cabbage was pretty big. It was a large head. So this is about a half cut up. And on top here I have some allspice that's crushed. I have some carrot, scallion, garlic. If you don't want to put hot pepper in there, you don't have to. I put hot pepper in mine. 1 whole plum tomato cut up, different color sweet peppers cut up, and 2 little sprigs of thyme. And the seasoning that I like to use is I use a little tip of curry, like maybe about a half a teaspoon, and I use adobo, and I also use garlic powder. And that's pretty much the only seasonings that I use in my cabbage. Stay tuned, I'll come back and show you the cooking process. Okay, so in this pot here I have some olive oil that has been warmed or heated, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the seasoning, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to saute it a little bit, maybe about, not even a minute, maybe 30 seconds, just saute it a little bit, and then I'm going to add the cabbage in and add the seasoning, and I'm just going to add the cabbage in. And I'm going to just stir it through, add the seasonings, and just close the pot and kind of like the steam cook the cabbage. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm using one hand to do this, so it's kind of difficult to add the seasonings in, but I'm going to go ahead and add them in. So the seasonings that I showed you, you're just going to basically add them in. Okay, stay tuned for the end result. Very simple. Okay, so I decided to come back really quickly because I felt like I sped through that video. So basically this is what it looks like once you combine and fold everything in, and then you add the seasoning. I just add very little curry. That's just the secret to my way of cooking the cabbage. I don't know how anybody else does it, but that's how I do it. And you just taste it and see if it needs any more seasoning. If it does, sometimes I'll use like a half of this right here, the chicken bouillon, and that's pretty much it. And I'll just cover the pot and let it kind of like steam because there is no water in it, but the cabbage will spring water. So once you close the pot, the cabbage, the carrot, and all the sweet peppers and stuff will begin to spring water, and it'll steam the cabbage down. And then I'll just come back and I'll show you the finished cabbage. And here it is. The cabbage is cooked. It's done. Look, you can break the carrot apart. That's how you know it's cooked. And that's it. And the cabbage, you don't want it to be cooked all the way through where it's so soft, because that's not the way you eat cabbage. Pretty much steamed, but it is cooked. And this is it. This is how it looks. Very beautiful. See, it's sprung its own water, the liquid that's in it. See how beautiful that is? And that's it. Very easy to cook. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, have a good evening.